have the biggest team of reporters joining us from the national capital, from the financial capital, and of course, the capital of Assam, Guwahati, to get you all aspects of the story. Before I come to Polemy, I quickly want to get you up to speed with the latest, the show of strength that we're talking about in Maharashtra. That's to begin shortly, and that is the Eknath Shinde Sena. Supreme Court to hear the plea, and multiple requests made, prayers made by the Eknath Shinde Sena in the Supreme Court, including saying that the Deputy Speaker cannot disqualify any member under the 10th schedule of the Constitution during the pendency of his own removal resolution. And Deputy Speaker Narhari Zarwal's actions in recognizing Ajay Chaudhary and Sunil Prabhu as the Chief Whip of the Shiv Sena Legislator Party is illegal as the Legislator Party leader and the Whip. So the Supreme Court is to hear this plea a short while from now. Incidentally, Union Minister Rao Saheb Danve Patil has said MVA government will only last the next 2 or 3 days. Rebel Shiv Sena MLA Eknath Shinde has spoken to Maharashtra Navnirman Sena Chief Raj Thackeray twice. He spoke about the recent situation, also inquired about his health, and now I want to cut across to Polemy Saha joining us from that 5-star hotel in Guwahati. And Polemy, as far as the Eknath Shinde Sena is concerned, their numbers, even now it seems, continue to swell, and they claim more are joining. Bring us more on their strategy from this point on.
That's right. That is what Deepak Kesarkar, in fact, Gaurav, who was speaking a short while ago to India Today, said very categorically that they are expecting at least 1 or 2 MLAs more to join the Eknath Shinde camp. So the Eknath Shinde camp and their numbers continue to swell. Obviously, 2 names were doing the rounds in the latest bid of who possibly could join the Eknath Shinde camp, and one of them was Sunil Raut, who is Sanjay Raut's brother. Now, my colleague Pankaj, who was in fact at that press conference that Mr. Sanjay Raut was addressing, in fact has sent us a soundbite of Mr. Sunil Raut, who's in fact denied these rumours of him jumping ship. So he's saying he's...
Okay, give me a moment, Polemy. We will try and re-establish that link with you. Breaking news coming in. We are getting you the latest updates from the Maharashtra Potboiler, and this crisis has reached the Supreme Court. The Shinde camp has filed 2 petitions in the Supreme Court challenging the move made by Shiv Sena in the wake of this 2/3 majority moving away, the rebellion. The Shinde camp has challenged the disqualification notice by Shiv Sena and the rejection of the no trust motion against the Deputy Speaker who's initiated disqualification proceedings. The Shinde camp has objected to the appointment of Ajay Chaudhary as the Legislator Party leader. I once again want to cut across to Mosmi for more on this. This battle now will be fought in court, Mosmi, very clearly. That is where the court will then decide who has the numbers on the floor of the House.
Gaurav, right from the start, if you look at the stand of the Eknath Shinde camp, if you look how the BJP has been completely mum and silent over the entire mayhem, the pandemonium caused in the Shiv Sena rank and file, it was clear that this is going to be a long battle. It's going to be a long legal battle as well. Fought in the assembly, fought in the courts, and even as the Shinde camp moved for the disqualification of the Deputy Speaker, and on the other hand, Uddhav Sena said the other 16 MLAs of the rebel camp should be disqualified. We knew that this matter will go in the Supreme Court. Importantly, you know, the Shinde camp is stressing on the 2 factors and the 2 recent actions of the Uddhav camp. And that is what will define the battle ahead. One is the disqualification of the 16 MLAs, and the second is the appointment of Ajay Chaudhary as the CLP leader. So what the Supreme Court has to say on these 2 counts will be very interesting. And on the other hand, because either camps know what the repercussions could mean, what it could really mean, they are trying to tighten their noose, trying to tighten their grip over the Shiv Sena as a party. And that's what we've seen when Aditya Thackeray, Uddhav Thackeray have been running errands to Sena Bhavan, holding meetings. So really, this is a split wide open right till the end, and we will have to wait and see, because the court will define who is actually going to emerge victorious.
Oh, absolutely. And as far as the Shinde Sena is concerned, Polemy, and I also have Anisha Mathur joining us from the Supreme Court. And Anisha, just coming to you in a moment. So the rumor was that Sanjay Raut's brother Sunil Raut is also joining the rebel Sena. Sanjay Raut's faction, or the Uddhav Thackeray faction of the Shiv Sena, says that clearly is not true. So, you know, a lot of hectic idhar camp mein hai ki udhar camp mein hai still continues.
Name, in fact, I beg your pardon, did the rounds quite, vigorously yesterday as one of those MLAs who is in fact in touch with the Eknath Shinde camp and could be jumping ship very soon. Now, my colleague Pankaj Upadhyay has spoken to Sunil Raut and he's denied those rumors. We'll have that soundbite very shortly from Pankaj, but that is what he informs us from Sanjay Raut's residence in Mumbai. But yes, Deepak Kesarkar a short while ago, when he spoke exclusively to India Today, rebel MLA and spokesperson of the Eknath Shinde camp, he said and claimed that 1 to 2 more MLAs are likely to make their way to Guwahati. So Eknath Shinde camp is in fact trying to ensure that they have the numbers and more than the 2/3 majority that is requisite in order to be able to make a successful bid at in fact joining hands with the BJP and forming the next government of Maharashtra. In fact, sources are telling us that after the Supreme Court order, the Eknath Shinde camp is likely to approach the governor as well. So they're going to move very fast. It is a matter of 2 to 3 days. Ironically, very similar to what Mr. Rao Sahib Danve over there very, boasted about. Union Minister Rao Sahib Danve boasted about that the MAHA Vikas Aghadi government is going to last only 2 to 3 days more. It is only a matter of time that the BJP will be on the ruling side and is only going to sit in the opposition for 2 to 3 days more. So it seems to be that the game is going to be played out in the next 2 to 3 days to its finale. It's going to probably reach its climax, and all eyes today, as far as this camp is concerned, behind me in Hotel Radisson Blu, all eyes on that Supreme Court.